All right, welcome back. And this is a series called Frequently Asked Questions for New and Aspiring TCs. This one, I'm going to keep this fairly short, and I'm going to do a screen share. And the reason why is because I've already answered this with another one of the questions that I've got, but I'm going to give a short answer on this as well. It says, where can I find some task list examples? I'm just not sure where to start or what this should look like. I actually answered where to find these in another longer video, which says, how do I even learn how to do transaction management? How do I learn how to be a transaction coordinator? And one of my recommendations was cheat. Cheat. Go look at as many different transaction task lists from open to post close and see what other people are doing from front to back. And that was one thing that I said about how to learn how to be a transaction coordinator. Gave a bunch of other advice too, but that was one of them. So I showed where they could find those. So here's what I'm going to tell you is you want to go to cultivatewins.com. And I would go to the free tools and resources, which is this particular page. So I'm going to refresh that right now. Scroll down and you can open one of two things. You can either open the virtual whiteboard template, or you can actually go to the TC 101 toolkit. If you open up either one of those, I just happen to have both of them open right now anyways, you're going to notice that on each one of them, there are multiple tabs across the bottom of the spreadsheet. Now, one of those tabs is called resources. If you go to the resource tab, you're going to notice if you scroll, there it is. If you scroll down to the bottom, that there are going to be 3 links, and all 3 of these links give you access to an actual folder within my Google Drive. Now, what I do is I'm no different than everybody else. I'm in all of the TC Facebook groups, or a lot of them, and all that other kind of stuff. And what I love, I can't stress that enough. What I love about this community is how many people are willing to share information for free in this community. And we constantly are giving back to each other. Just like on my website, I've got the free digital goodie bag. Rather than people asking me for things, I got to figure out where I found it and everything. Anything that I'm willing to give up for free, I just throw on this page. 30, 60, 90, editable graphics, virtual whiteboards, blah, 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 blah. There's tons of stuff on here for free. What happens though is in these groups, people end up offering these things for free. They will go ahead and say, someone will say, hey, can anybody share with me a copy of what their task list looks like? And then in the group, someone with just a huge heart will go ahead and say, oh yeah, here's a copy of mine. Anytime that they do that, what I'm always afraid of, I will see that, I will get busy with 20 other things. And when I need that a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, I'm not going to remember what group it was, who shared it. I'm never going to find that thing again. So whenever anybody shares any of these examples of what their task list looks like, they're giving them up for free. I don't even worry about whether I'm going to look at it right now or not. I just quickly click on it and I download it and I throw it in this Google Drive. I have over 200 documents in this drive right now, just that I've taken from people that have freely shared. Look at all these things in here, and you have free access. I give you, not only will I share task lists that I've used and stuff, I'll share everything I've got right in my drive. You can access my drive. So you'll see things on here, team policies. You'll see residential checklists, buyer's checklists, transaction checklists. I can go on and on and on. 30, 60, 90, 36 touch plans, admin intro, blah, blah, blah. Just tons of stuff here. Okay. And then what I've done, you'll notice one folder in there. I've gone ahead and just like some of them, people are like, gosh, there's almost too many to look at. Can you pull out at least a few that are just transaction task lists? Sure. So there's a folder with just a few examples of those. Okay. So you get to see these are not samples. These are actual task lists that people are using for successful TC companies that are still running today. And some of these are actually closing. And I don't mean this figuratively. I mean this literally. Some of these companies that are sharing these task lists are closing thousands of transactions per year. These aren't rookies. Okay. So what's the information that they collect? What does their actual contract to close look like? Okay. What does their task list look like? All of this stuff is available for free. So anyways, if you are asking in that blog, I'm answering all the questions that I typically get. Where can I find some task list examples? I'm just not sure where to start. You can access my Google Drive, and these are task lists, not that I've stolen from people. They're not secrets. These are task lists that people have shared freely. And from there, I don't think I'm smart enough to remember who shared it when, and when I want to get back to it that I'll find it again. I just download them, throw them in the drive, and then I give everybody access to the drive. I could care less. Okay, so that is one area that you could find a lot of task list examples. I would put a bunch of them side by side, and what you'll see is that each one of them offers a little different level of service. And from there, you can start saying, oh, I like that. No, I would never do that. Oh, I like this. And start to build out your own. And once you use the one that you've built out, do a dozen transactions with that and figure out what's missing. I don't want to do that service anymore. Oh, I'd still love to do this. I'd love to do this. Gosh, I have dropped the ball 3 times in a row on the same thing. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not on my task list and it is on these others. Okay. So I hope that helps you guys. Just go to cultivatewins.com. Go to the free tools and resources. Go down to where it says free virtual whiteboard or the TC 101 toolkit. Both of those are spreadsheets. When you open the spreadsheet, top right-hand corner will say use template, I think it is, or something like that. Use template. When you click on that, it will open up my spreadsheets in your Google Drive, not in mine, and you can save it. Use it and abuse it, edit it to your heart's content. But on there is going to be a tab that says resources, and you will notice we've got everything from tons of different documents that people have shared. We're going to have example task lists in there that really, I shouldn't even say examples. I mean, they're real task lists from real people. And then you will also have full access to everything I have access to. So I hope that helps you guys. You guys have a great day, and let's move on to the next question.